Hey folks, Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to yet another Thursday live stream. Today's video is going to be extremely important because it's not about Indian IPOs this time, but it's about IPOs which are making headlines in the US markets. I'm sure you might have guessed this. You might have guessed this right, and it's more about IPOs like SpaceX. For those who know, yes, it's an Elon Musk company, but if you have been using Grok as an AI platform, that is a wholly owned subsidiary of SpaceX, basically XAI. Second thing, uh, by the way, SpaceX is going to get listed tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. That is the 12th of June. And the moment this news came up about SpaceX going in for IPOs, Anthropic and OpenAI said, we are not going to stay back. We will also ensure that we come up with our own IPOs. And Anthropic also filed for, it's called as a confidential filing. So Anthropic did a confidential filing of their IPO on 1st of June. And it's also said that OpenAI has also done a confidential filing, and that has been done on 8th of June, 2-3 days ago. So with this, now everyone is in this AI race of getting listed, and everyone wants to ensure that they are amongst the first few to get listed on the US stock market, of course. Um, if you go through the valuations of these companies, they are crazy. I mean, SpaceX valuation has come up to almost $1.75 trillion. And I hope you know, I mean, it's basic math, but $1.75 trillion is what? 12 zeros. 12 zeros. This is crazy, right? 1 trillion is 1 and 12 zeros. So similarly, we are talking about $1.75 trillion of valuation by Anthropic. It is, I mean, for not for Anthropic, for SpaceX. This is crazy, and it is predicted that after listing, that is after tomorrow, Elon Musk could be the first trillionaire in the world. I remember when we were young, we used to talk about millionaires. Then people started to talk about billionaires. And now we are talking about a person, a single person who could become a trillionaire, and it's $1 trillion, right? So it's crazy on how these valuations are being estimated, because SpaceX valuation is estimated at $1.75 trillion. Anthropic's valuation is estimated at almost $1 trillion. OpenAI's valuation is estimated around again $1 trillion. Perplexity said now we are also going to file. Acha, for those, just as an just an added point, Anthropic is nothing but what Claude, and OpenAI is nothing but ChatGPT. Okay. Perplexity is also coming up with an IPO. They said maybe it was a FOMO for Perplexity, but they said we are planning an IPO, but we may plan it around 2028. Okay, so that's how all these AI related IPOs are coming up. Now, why all these IPOs are underway? Because please understand, uh, AI companies require a lot of capex. They need a lot of funding, and it is said that all these companies have, it is said, I mean, it is a fact, of course, all these companies have taken a lot of private funding. Round one, round two, this, that, a lot of funding has already been taken by these AI companies. And now at one point, companies come to a conclusion that yes, now the next source of funding should be the public markets, and that is the only reason why they would come up with IPOs, right? Now, if I'm talking about they coming up with an IPO, would that be? I mean, one thing we have to check is the timing. Could this be a good timing for the IPOs? Because SpaceX, OpenAI, OpenAI, and of course, uh, why am I missing out? Anthropic. Okay, so even Perplexity. Why are they all rushing to get listed right now? Now, if we were to understand even our own market, we always say that when the market is good, that is the best time to come up with IPOs. But you will be like, are markets really doing good or not? For that, we have to check not our markets, but we have to check their markets. And if I were to understand, let us say NASDAQ, because being a tech company, NASDAQ 100, let us say, Have a look at the run up Nasdaq has given. Oh my God. If you just have a look at this, this is March 26, 30th March 2026, and April, May, June, last 3 months, and Nasdaq is up by almost 34%. It's crazy, right? It has seen a massive run up. But if you see last few days, 3, 4, 5, 6 days roughly, it has corrected a bit, and in fact, it corrected by almost 8%. But right now, almost 6.5% correction. So such a nice time when the overall index is also doing well, overall markets are doing well. All the promoters feel that uh, what best, I mean, what other time could be a good time than this? जैसे हम बोलते हैं बहती गंगा में हाथ धो लो, kind of a situation when the markets are at peak, are at highs. If at that time companies are able to come up with the IPOs, they can rack up good valuations also. Promoters can get good exits, right? There is overall enthusiasm in the market. Markets are at all-time highs almost. The US markets I'm talking about. Second thing, overall AI hungry people are also around. Investors who are hungry for new growth stories because of the AI enthusiasm, that is very much in right now. Rates are not crazily going up right now, so all these are favorable situations for IPOs to come up, and maybe that is one of the reasons why all these AI related IPOs are jumping back to back. Now, if I mean, one company, okay, SpaceX is coming up with the IPO, but why Anthropic could have immediately filed, could have done a confidential filing? Why OpenAI could have immediately done a confidential filing? Why are they also keen? So understand, it's, as I mentioned, you are going to require enormous capital to run AI related companies, and if you want money, you need to come up with IPOs, right? Now, why am I saying you need enormous amounts of money? Let me share my screen and I'll show you. Second. Okay. Now, if I were to show this to you, this is a screenshot from SpaceX ka S1 filing. S1 filing is basically like RHP. Okay. Have a look at this. Huh? How much is the revenue for SpaceX? $10 billion. See, this is in millions. So instead of saying $10,387 million, I'm saying $10 billion, rounding it off. To $14 billion jump to $18.6 billion jump. Okay, wow, $18.6 billion. Even if I say 18 ke aage 9 zeros, that's $18 billion. And $18 billion of revenue, that was to generate that $18 billion of revenue. How much expenses are they doing? Have a look at this. Total costs and expenses is $21.2 billion. So for an $18 billion, they are spending $21 billion. And this is not even including interest expense, which is another $2 billion roughly, right? So all in all, the company is obviously not in profits. Company, in fact, and I read in the S1 filing, they are saying that we may not even become profitable anytime. And still the company's IPO has received a very good response. And see the losses that I was mentioning, right? From $4.9 billion in loss, last year it came into profit, but again into $4.2 billion loss. That's a big one, right? So with this, still people are extremely, excited for this. And it just, I mean, my principle while investing, I always believe that at operating level, at least company should be in profit. But for this company, they are not even profitable at an operational level. For those who have done my course on fundamental analysis, I'm sure it's drilled into your mind that if it is about a company who is at a loss at operational level, ideally you should avoid. But what do I say now? This company, SpaceX, is at an operational level loss, and still they are coming up with such crazy valuations. And why am I saying crazy valuations? Okay, I'm going to show you one more slide that me and my team we prepared. Have a look at this slide. See, SpaceX is coming up with a potential market cap of $1.75 trillion. How much is the estimated revenue? $18.7 billion. That's it. For an 18 point, I showed you right now, correct? $18.6 billion. 18.67, whatever. For an $18.7 billion of revenue, they are coming up with the potential market cap could be $1.75 trillion. That's a 93.7 price to sales ratio. It's crazy. 93.7 price to sales ratio. It's beyond my imagination. OpenAI, 41.66. That's the price to sales ratio. Anthropic, 21.28. Perplexity, it's okay. But all in all, I hope you have understood why I was surprised, honestly, with such crazy valuations that the companies are coming up with. Because as I mentioned, right, 93 ka price to sales. I don't understand that. But still, can there be good amount of buying even post listing? And I still feel answer is yes, for a reason. See, if the company is going to claim a 1.7 trillion dollars market cap, there's a great chance that it will be included in a in something like Nasdaq index, correct? And if it does come into, or if it does find its entry into something like Nasdaq 100, of course all the index funds will have to buy into this company stocks, and it can see renewed interest in buying as well. If we are now, so this was about index funds, this was about passive funds, but what about active funds? Now understand, there could be certain active funds which already are sitting on good profits in other AI related companies. It's not a direct exposure into AI, but an indirect exposure. So let's say we are talking about chips, so I'll just directly give you some names. If I'm talking about Nvidia or Microsoft or Google, that is Alphabet, if I'm talking about Amazon, AMD, all these are not direct plays into AI, but indirectly, of course, you're getting an exposure there, right? So if uh, mutual funds, if they feel that if they're getting good money into good profits into all these indirect themes, there is a possibility that they may do some profit booking there and can enter into these direct AI themes as well. Now, many people ask, will there be any implication on Indian market? I don't think there's going to be any big positive or big negative impact. But the fact that if this craze were to sustain for some more time, of course, money flowing into India is a little bit doubtful from FIs. So again, not a direct impact per se, but an indirect negative impact is what I'm saying. That if these IPOs keep on performing better for some days, for some months, whatever, in that case, again, money flowing back into India is going to be a bit tricky. So let's see, let's wait and watch and understand how this entire game plays out for the AI theme, right? Um, Anyways, now going back to our discussion, let's also understand about Nifty. But before that, let me welcome new members to our channel. Keyur, welcome to memberships. Setu Upadhyay, welcome to memberships. Suhel, welcome to memberships, and Imran, welcome to memberships. All right. So all these, I hope you are. Thank you so much. Some people are saying good information. Thank you for that. Excellent, thank you. Okay, so I hope this AI related information about US markets is clear. Now let's get back to even our markets and understand how Nifty is placed right now. I am a little bit skeptical again. I'm generally very positive. I am always of the opinion that are chill. But look at the last 3-4 candles. I can see a lot of selling coming from the top. If you see, markets did open here, did close here, agreed, but we did see some selling from the top, almost 150 points gone from the top. This is also kind of a doji. From here also you can see the market tried to go higher, 220 points down. Even from this one, again, almost 170 points down roughly. Okay, now what? So last 3-4 days, are we seeing some pressure whenever we are trying to go up? Answer is yes, number one. Number two, for those who have been following my Thursday live streams, I had already mentioned about this gap. And for those who have done my course on technical analysis, you already know there is something called as a gap filling theory, right? And it is said that if there's a big gap, market typically tries to fill in that gap. And this gap was typically how many points? Almost 700 points gap. And we did see that this gap has been filled. And exactly at this gap, we are hovering for last 3-4 days. Okay. Can we try and see whether this level of 23,160 whatever is coming up with some other importance as well? Anything else that also says that yes, this is important? So this was the market top that we had seen, recent top, and is the bottom that we had seen. And if you see 23,175. That's the Fibonacci retracement level of 23.6%. So this can be like a make or break level, because this is ideally a support level. And if this breaks, you can see no support, virtually no support here. Because if this breaks, anyways, we would be at 23,100, whatever. 22,800, everyone knows that's a support. But once 22,800 also gets broken, we can fall to 22,200. And hopefully that does not happen. But I mean, I keep on getting a lot of messages on social media, through our WhatsApp. Anyone who has enrolled for any of our courses, they keep on asking doubts about our course. So in that, people have asked that, is this a good time to do a lump sum investment or not? Of course, we don't provide any stock advisory, any stock tips per se, but I always say this, that any time, if you want to time the market, it's better to invest in stocks. But if you are going it in for mutual funds, it's always better to go ahead with an SIP route. And in a situation like we are in right now, going ahead with a lump sum investing, I feel can be a little bit tricky, with the given fact that I showed you the gap filling theory, as well as how the Fibonacci level fits in there, right? So let's see how markets play out in the current scenario. Sameer has asked me a question on views on gold and silver, please. I know gold and silver, since everyone has invested, they might not have performed well. But gold is also at an important juncture right now. I will show that to you. Just zoom out a little bit. Okay, so this is where the rally actually started, right? A one-way rally from here. If you see, 1, 2, whatever, and we are pretty much close. So for those who are getting a bit scared with this fall, what could be a good support level? This is the level from which we have seen this one-way rally. Or even if I were to just maybe take this down a little bit also, and if I were to extend this to the left, this was a breakout. We again took a support here for gold and then going up. So how much percentage down from here? Barely 4% down. Okay, but I feel this can be like a good support level. Even this is one level, the previous low, and yesterday market for gold closed below this, and right now it's very much close to this level. This is on a daily time frame. Let's zoom out quite a bit and go to a monthly time frame as well. So for the monthly time frame, again, if you see, overall, I mean, this is just a crazy run up that we have seen. So let us do one thing. I'm just doing an Alt H, right? I'll tell you my hypothesis also. Okay. So this was the level. This was a previous high that gold had hit back in 2011. Again, it hit. It just went up, but immediately came down, and a resistance. And from here, it started giving its bigger up move, right? So if I were to do an Alt F from this level to the top, right? Here also you can see that it's somewhere between the 0.38 and 0.5 retracement level. But if I were to just quickly check from 0.5, from the current level to, which is this 3757, how much would that be? 3757. So from here to 3757, roughly here, 8%, and the one that I showed you right now was around 4%. So I believe big support levels is what we have, around 4-5% drop. So a good one. We are seeing some good support levels, okay, which are pretty much close by. Now, what about silver? Silver was at this level, and this is the level of $49. It zoomed up to $121. That was crazy. And if I were to now understand, silver is still going down and down and down, and it is at almost $64 right now. Wow, down from $121 to $64. It's a crazy drop. But again, if I were to do an Alt F, I know this is not a good one because it's a very sharp rally. It is at a 78% retracement right now from the breakout level. So again, looks like it is nearing its support. And even if we were to understand from here till here how much, oh, that's still a fair enough 20% ish correction from here. I don't see any reason why we should have such a big correction right away in silver. But I know that silver is not doing that great of late. Let me just do an alt R here. Uh, Immediate support should ideally be this one, alt J, which is very much close to where we are today. This was the low that it touched on 23rd of March 26. So I feel it's very much close to its immediate support. And if this stands broken, there's also one more smaller support here. If you see, oh, sorry, smaller support, alt H here. If you see, this one, when it touched a high, came down, again a high, came down and broke out. So how much fall from here if we were to check from here to this level? 14% ish. So gold is placed better right now. In what sense I'm saying this? That it is pretty much closer to its immediate support. For silver, almost 14, roughly 14% away from its immediate. The immediate previous, I mean, immediate support is very much close, but the next big support is almost 14% away. Okay. So I hope gold, silver pointers are absolutely clear. Any other quick question? Would love to take that as well. Ranjit ji saying power of brand, Elon Musk, absolutely. That's the power of brands is what I understand. Okay, Vijay Kumar, welcome to memberships. Ma'am, your view on Zeal, the chart looks like it has broken the cup and handle pattern and the volume is good. It is good to enter the stock at current level. What will be the target level? Which I never tell what will be the target and all that. But again, we'll ask everyone simultaneously open Zeal Limited chart. And what Praveen is asking is, has it broken the cup and handle pattern with good volumes? So I want everyone to check. Even I'm going to check, but latest 3 months data, and I'll not be able to comment on that. But anyone who can check the cup and handle, whether broken and with good volumes or not, and comment. I believe that he is talking about the cup formation from February, maybe. That's what maybe you're trying to gauge. February onwards. So February will be the start point of cup is what I understand. And he's saying, so I can obviously do this. Just give me a second. I knew this. Hide. Okay. Okay, let me share my screen. And the volume point I can definitely say. And if you see here, the volumes were pretty much, I'm just going to zoom this in, will be useless. But if you see here, though, this is, ooh. So the RSI has come up. 1 second. Why is my mouse not working properly? 1 second. Okay. So if you see here, the volumes were absolutely within how much? I think this is a 30 days moving average that I've taken. But if you see here, off late, starting 27th of May, the volumes are pretty good, pretty much above its levels. But as I mentioned, I can't comment on the price. So if anyone else wants to check, starting off the cup and handle pattern, maybe he is referring to 13th of Feb. So anyone who is going to check it from 13th of February and see if you can, if you agree with Praveen's observation, wherein he says that it has broken the cup and handle pattern, volume is good. Whether to enter or not, I can't talk about that. But others, what's up with others today? Those who are members, speak up. What do you feel? Is there a cup and handle? At least yes or no is what I expect. And I've also given you the start date from which you have to check the cup and handle. The start date should be around 13th of February. Don't take the wick of the candle, take the body of the candle, and then check whether it's a cup and handle pattern or not. Okay, others are lazy today. I don't know why they are not answering, but anyways, okay. Vinod is saying Tata Tech is at a golden crossover. Others also check Tata Tech. So for a golden crossover, I'll have to put my MA ribbon on, and with golden crossover, it will be like 250. 200. So for others, when do we say that it's a golden crossover? When 50 days moving average cuts 200 days moving average from below. So yes, the moving average observation is correct. Okay, Anirudh has an answer, I guess. Anirudh says yes, it's also given retest signal, I guess. Okay, good. So he's confirming, Anirudh is confirming that yes, it's a cup and handle. Okay. Vinod has also given the answer. Vinod says yes, it's a cup and handle and broken with good volumes. I think this is Prasanna also says yes, cup and handle broken. See, for a teacher, it's always a very good feeling when I don't have to give out answers. When those who have learned technical analysis from me, they are giving answers, feels very satisfying and very happy to see the learners giving answers. So I think this is it about all the questions which have been asked in the chat section. And I hope everyone is clear that, let me just wrap this, that we talked about Nifty. Nifty has filled the gap. And if I were to check from the all-time high to, not all-time high, but the recent high to the recent swing low, is the market at a very important level right now? It is. It's at a 23.6% retracement level. So as it is at a good support, but if this support is broken, then 22,800, 22,200 can be the levels that we could be eyeing at. With big IPOs in US stock markets, there is a chance that money gets pulled out from their secondary market and gets pumped into their primary market. And with that, if US starts to fall, of course, India will follow suit. And overall, there will be no direct impact, but indirectly, maybe some level of impact could be expected. So I'm not really extremely positive right now. In fact, I would be a little bit cautious on our market, right? So that was a quick summary of what we discussed today. Prasanna, I never give an answer for that. Raghu is saying that yes, broken on 2nd of June. Nice. I can see some answers coming in. Happy for that, right? So thank you so much for joining in today. I hope you found a lot of value in today's live stream as well. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.